Well, this weekend, tens of thousands of people will be running through the streets for the Detroit Free Press Marathon. This 26.2-mile track starts and ends in Detroit, but it takes runners across the border into Canada. It is one of the few international marathon courses in the world. The race kicks off an interval starting Sunday morning at 7. Now, we know runners spend months preparing for this day, and the recovery can be very tough. So, for some good advice, we turn to Dr. Laura Owczarek, who specializes in sports medicine at Henry Ford. Laura, thank you so much. I'm sure I butchered your last name, so I apologize.
No, you did great. Yeah.
Close enough.
Hi,
Okay.
I'm Laura Owczarek. Yes.
Obviously, it is a very big deal to be able to do a full marathon, even a half marathon. And I've covered many of these. You see the runners right afterwards. They are sometimes in agonizing pain. What advice do you have to not only prepare for, but even more importantly, recover afterwards?
Yeah. So up until this point, they've been preparing. They've been doing their races. They're running their training plans. They're following all that stuff. And then Sunday they come and they perform. But then the days after and the week after is going to be really important for recovery. So the race itself burns tons of calories, uses a lot of energy, and we have to focus on replenishing that so that we can recover. So the biggest thing is actually like within the first hour of finishing the race, they do want to try to focus on getting some good carbohydrates and protein. And you want to kind of focus that in a 3-to-1 ratio. So something that is a little higher carb, but still has some protein. Some good recommendations have like peanut butter toast, chocolate milk is a great recovery drink, and you want to get that in your system so that your muscles can start building and repairing the damage from the race. Also, even though we're expecting cooler, wetter temps, you still can get really dehydrated. So replenishing all that fluid loss is really important for recovery also. You want to aim to be drinking 16 to 24 ounces every 60 to 90 minutes in that day following the race so that we can replenish all of those losses. And this will be really important. And if we don't adequately recover nutritionally, our body can't recover, and we can get feeling sluggish and weak and have more soreness in that coming couple days.
Sure. So the most important note I took there was chocolate milk is good for you. Got it. I'll drink more of that. Yeah. I've heard from a lot of athletes that sometimes an injury can happen, but they don't notice it, don't feel it until days afterwards. What kind of things should these athletes be focused on and looking for?
Yeah, so what I would say is definitely those couple of days after the race, you're going to be taking it easy. It doesn't mean you can't do anything, but you wouldn't want to be straining your body. So, some gentle walks, some stretches, things like, if you participate in yoga or those type of activities, that would be good to do after the race. And then when you are going to get back into running, you want to slowly get back into it so that your body had the time to heal and you can uncover any injuries that may have been lurking before jumping into a big routine again and then causing a bigger injury.
I've seen some runners who will do back-to-back marathons. I'm sure everybody is different, but is there kind of an average on how long you should give your body to rest and recover before doing the next one?
Yeah, I mean, when we look at professional marathoners, they do at max 2 a year, and sometimes it's even less than that. I would say that you definitely want to give your body 5 to 7 days really before you're getting back into running, and when you get back in, it should be pretty gentle jogging. And then, as you mentioned, everyone is a little different, and if your body is used to doing races at a closer interval, you might be able to handle it, but you really have to listen to your body and see how you're recovering.
Yeah. I also wanted to touch on the forecast here. It's going to be a little different. We're expecting some significant rain. What advice can you pass along to these runners who, if they still decide to run in the race, could be running in a downpour?
Yeah, so I will say, like I mentioned, you still can get dehydrated. So even though it's raining and cooler, stay on top of your fluid intake, because that is really important. You can get behind when you don't feel like you're sweating. The other thing is equipment. So, shoes will likely get wet. If you have Gore-Tex shoes and you run in them, that could be an option. But if you have rain gear that you're comfortable running in, that can keep you dry. And using things like Body Glide or Vaseline to prevent rubbing and chafing in areas may help not have those types of injuries.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you so much for your time this Friday. Are you going to be at the marathon? Are you running? Are you watching? Or are you staying where there's no rain?
So I will be in the medical command, so I will be there for the entire course of the race, but will be directing medical care.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for doing that, and at least you'll have a tent covering you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Doctor, thank you much.